This video hits you right in divine alignment. You're exactly where you need to be at in this video. And I'm going to be tapping into your internal state right now at this exact second. Spirit got a lot to tell you. I know you've been thinking, I know you've been curious about certain things and you want to get clarity. You're exactly where you need to be at because you're going to get clarity in this video. The bottom deck is wealth. Wealth represents the root of what Spirit has to tell you right now. You're going to receive within. You're going to receive. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling wealthy of deserving. You deserve those things you want. You are amazing, and the things you want isn't too big. It's achievable in your reality. On the other side, I see infinity joy and happiness coming towards you. You're going to start feeling better. If you've been feeling down lately, if you've been feeling like there's no potential, there's no possibility, it's happening right now. The shift is currently in process. It's happening. These three cards is in alignment. I'm sensing temperance, decisions. You need to balance certain things you're doing. There's certain people that have access towards your energy that you allow. And I need you to be aware of balance. Once you master balance, nothing in your reality can ever harm you. Once you master balance, you have to understand that mastering balance is always about going inward. It's always about loving you for who you are, because the only thing that could really trip you off or knock you down is when you become attached to an outcome. And instead of being present, you're attached to the possibility within a non-existence currently. You gotta be present. You have to be present because your intuition is guiding you. The High Priestess come out as the person that feels, not just emotionally react. This isn't telling you be reactive. It's telling you be selective. You have to understand that you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom. You're picking up on shifts, you're picking up on energies, you're picking up on certain people, but this isn't telling you to be emotionally reactive right now. It's telling you to observe it, see where it's coming from. This is a new beginning card. Something is shifting within your timeline. Since something is shifting within your timeline, I feel a fresh start, but subtle. It's like you might be a little shaken up by this new beginning. You might need to adjust. You're going to adjust. You're going to naturally adjust, but you're going to feel the process of adjusting. It's not always going to feel easy, but this new beginning is what's needed because things aren't the same for a reason. And in this new beginning, you're going to be able to really claim who you really want to be. This is the time to really become the person you desire to always be. And I'm also sensing dreams. You have certain things you want to achieve in your reality. And Spirit is coming here clearly telling you they see your dreams. They recognize what you feel. They know you want to achieve your dreams. They know how you feel. And Spirit is coming here and telling you right now, this exact moment, it's achievable. It's achievable. Once you do the inner healing that you need to do, you naturally start aligning with the dreams you want to achieve. See, this is the thing. The star comes up as healing after chaos. Not necessarily chaos that you necessarily didn't need, but chaos that you needed to help you realize what really deserves you at this exact moment. This new timeline is about you. And every time you think about somebody else or try to fit somebody else in this new timeline that you know isn't really aligned with you that way, you're going to always lose the main story, which is you. Unless if you find balance between connection and self, then that's when things shift to a natural flow. But you have to actually stand on that word. See, we gotta understand that the lovers within your reality right now, you have connections. This appeared because spirit is sensing love in your reality right now, sensing connection happening in your realm right now. I am feeling spirit telling me to say you are ending cycles, patterns within your love life. You might have been more emotionally attached than the other person within the old story. But I'm sensing this card is about endings towards that. Something in that old story within you needs this new version right now you're currently are. The new version that you are is what your old story needed. So when you try to go back to the old story, you lose the present of the potential of the now. And it's not about not, you know what I'm saying? It's not about being scared of change, but it's about being willing to adapt. And even if adapting is uncomfortable, it's what life is all about. And nothing will ever stay the same. I mean, you have a different feeling towards every year, don't you? You feel different about 2019. If I talk about 2019, y'all will have so much stories you want to tell me about 2019. And if I talk about 2006, it's going to feel way different than talking about 2019. More of the story is life is always shifting on its own. And it's shifting because we shift. Humans naturally change. Everything grows. I can't stay the same size, the same age. My life is going to change. Connections around me is going to change. I'm going to meet new people, of course. And that's okay. The next three cards that came out is Retreat, the Chariot, and Stable. These cards come out as a symbol of Spirit wants you to understand you be having this fast spike to move to something very, very, very quick. But there's no need to actually move as quick as your mind make it seem. Retreat come up as when you feel that spike to move fast, do the opposite and instead take a step back. This isn't forever, but this is to see if you're actually feeling connection or lack of self-presence. And this is important because sometimes we grasp for someone else's attention, validation, because we lose the potential within us to give it to ourselves. And this been happening for generational past timing. This is something that humans just naturally need to heal within yourself. No one can really heal that inner trauma within you unless if you're willing to let that be open. I mean, when you retreat, you're going to be able to feel better about, you know what I'm saying, what it could have been like, you know what I mean? And you would stop trying to control what it could have been like. You see, like, what it could have been like is a vision you created, and you had an expectation up on it, and you believe that what it should have been like is what it could have been like. But this is what Spirit wants you to tell you. If it was supposed to be that way, it would be that way. It would have been that way. Simple as that. Energy is way more deeper than the mind makes it seem. We are either in alignment or we're not. And that right there makes us uncomfortable, because when we want something, we want it. When you feel this spike to do something very quick, fast movement, take a retreat. Because you will realize that it's not avoidance, but it's protection away from not feeling stable within your own rhythm. This stable card comes up as find rhythm. Find rhythm. I'm also sensing integration. It's okay. I know you're feeling a lot of wanting connection, but integration comes up as you need this time alone. People around your room right now isn't really bringing you where you want to go. It's more about connection, and it's okay. But for now, Spirit is telling you that will always be there, and it won't go nowhere. But you gotta understand that you can lose yourself. Now, you will always be you, and you won't go nowhere neither, but you can honestly forget who you are when you're so focused on connection. And I'm also sensing that if you rest, it can actually bring success. Rest equals success. It's telling me right now, if you take some time to recharge and take that time for personal self, you can find a successful outcome from it. It would actually work in your favor. That don't mean try to stimulate yourself. That don't mean try to distract yourself. That don't mean try to guess the future. But it do mean let go and let it be. Because resting isn't about control. It's about breathing slower. It's about thinking without attaching. It's about moving slower. It's about thinking twice before doing something that makes you feel a little. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like a part 2, all you gotta do is like and subscribe. I also sense this card coming up in the death card. These are the last 2 cards that popped out. Wait, I just made a mistake. It was 3. No, it is 4 cards behind me. I did not see them cards behind me. But something in you ended a long time ago, and you're still adjusting to it. And a connection cycle phase ended too, and you're still adjusting to that new rhythm as well. Spirit wants you to know that endings aren't necessarily about hurting you. It's about understanding that if it stayed the same, then the same lesson would have represent itself. Whatever stays the same, you're going to get the same lesson. You don't want the same lesson because something in you already understands now. Now Spirit is, okay, removing certain things now so you can get clarity within you, because there's a lot of distractions, and we get caught up easily when we are always involved in whoso, whatso, whatsoever. You know what I mean? And all you got to do is just really take some time alone. That's really what I'm sensing right now. Again, things are balancing out. The Justice card came out, and it's basically representing Spirit is fair. Spirit don't choose sides. Spirit choose patterns and energy and focus. If you think that Spirit is not giving you exactly what you want at this exact second, if you feel like Spirit is just whatever, Spirit, again, is fair. It gives you exactly what you put out. And you might not see it because your focus is so caught up on what you don't have. If I tell you only focus on what you do have for a whole day, and I'll give you $1 million for doing that, are you going to focus exactly on the $1 million that I said I would give you? Or are you going to actually focus on the good things in your life? And then, example, if you only think about the $1 million that I gave you, that I said I was going to give you, if you just focus on the good things in your life, then you necessarily was never focusing on the good things in your life. You're only focusing on what you're given. You're only happy about what you get. You're not happy about what you do to get it. And that's why spirits sometimes delay things, because the process of enjoying getting where you want to go is way better than just it being handed to you. And yeah, also, since that something is flipping in your favor, the fortune is coming up as something going exactly as you planned it. Even if you think that things are not going as you planned it, there might be some competition in you, and there might be some fear. You might feel like you have to compete for something, and you might feel fear around something. But I ain't gonna lie, that is not real, because fortune popped up clearly as something actually going better than you expected. You're actually going to realize the fear and the competitive energy that you felt within was more like a mirror and not necessarily the main focus, because the fortune comes right back towards you. And yeah, if you like a part 2, all you got to do is like and subscribe. If you like a private reading, email me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.